super sport, wet paint, big feet. I pull up and kill shit, 6 feet.
Alright, 6 feet going deep. It's Notorious and my co-host
Jerry Vega, bruh.
with
Logan Dakota.
Alright, Logan, why don't you tell us about what you do?
I'm a DJ and producer. I'm signed with Cool and Dre Epidemic Music here in Miami. Doing lots of different shows, trying to make some really dope records.
You've done Ultra, right?
Yeah, Ultra. Some other festivals, club gigs. Just kind of want to DJ like every day, pretty much.
What what clubs do you DJ at?
I DJed at the Clevelander. Some in like Boca Raton. There's a lot of them that I don't even remember what they're called, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you from Miami?
Oh no, I'm actually from South Dakota. I moved here like a year ago though.
Oh, is that why Dakota's in you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How was it there?
I like it here a lot more because of the weather.
Uh-huh.
Like right now, I think it's like -5 there. Like it gets super cold.
Yeah, there's global warming, right? That's what it is.
Yeah. Yes.
Nah, I feel you.
Are there any hobbies you have, bro, besides music?
Oh man, I really like hockey. I used to play hockey, and I like watching hockey.
Do you like the Panthers?
I'll go to a Panthers game, but I'm more like I like the Colorado Avalanche because that's like the closest team to where I'm from.
What do you like about hockey, the sport or the fights?
I mean, I like both. I really like playing it because it's like there's a lot of intensity and you get to do some like really crazy stuff and like hitting people and there's just so much like intensity. It's a lot of fun.
Nah, yeah. So like how do you play that in Dakota? Like and the lakes are frozen, or is it?
Oh, I mean, sometimes we'll play on lakes, but usually it's just like in a rink.
Okay. No, because like since it actually snows out there and not in Miami, because I know like over here the only place you could play is like in a rink.
Yeah. I mean, we play on the lake sometimes, but
That's
the
just,
ice isn't as good.
isn't it sketchy?
Not really. I mean, you just gotta make sure it's been like frozen long enough.
Yeah.
So coming to Miami, did you start making music, or did you already make music when you were in Dakota?
I've been making music for a while. I've been playing the piano since I was like 3, and then like 4 or 5 years ago I got into producing and got FL Studio and just started doing that kind of stuff, like making dance music on FL. And
like how'd you learn, like the YouTube tutorials, or like you actually like made beats?
Mainly just YouTube tutorials and just like trying stuff out by myself.
How do you sit through those?
Just gotta find the right ones, I guess.
Because I know a lot, like when I started watching a lot of EDM and dubstep tutorials, and most of the people that taught those were super boring. So like it's hard to like.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash tutorials out there, but there's some good ones, like the ones with like Future Music Magazine. I think they've done some with like Avicii and Martin Garrix.
Did you have
really good.
Did you have a mentor?
Not really in terms of like DJing, but I'd say one of my managers, Damian Pinto, he's the host of Ultra. He's kind of helped me to take the right steps in my career, and then obviously Cool and Dre and Ted and everyone here helps me. So
Cool and Dre, they mostly do like hip hop, right?
Yeah.
So like how did you find them in the mix of doing EDM?
Yeah, so like one of the first few weeks I was here in January, like a year ago, I was with Damien, and Damien thought it was important to get me like with a label so I could get signed, and so it would be easier to put out music and stuff. And so this was the first studio that Damien brought me to, because Damien's been friends with Cool and Dre for a long time, and Ted, so he brought me here, and then we got a good relationship, and then I guess they liked my music, so they signed me. So even though I'm like totally different from what they normally do, but I guess music is music, I guess.
Nah, of course. Do you like sing on your own tracks, or do you get singers?
I usually get singers. I'm not very good. I used to be good. I was a good singer until
What
I hit
happens to
puberty.
you?
I hit puberty. I lost it.
So were you like Justin Bieber? You sound like Justin Bieber.
Nah, wait, did you say do I like Justin Bieber? Or was I like...
Do you like Justin Bieber?
I mean, yeah, I like some of his stuff. I think he's probably a cool dude.
No, I was asking if you sounded like him, or you sounded more
Oh.
like Jacob Sartorius.
Oh, no, definitely not. Probably even girlier at the time.
For real?
Because I was
Super.
like, I had a really high voice.
So you sounded like Selena Gomez.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that fair?
What were you doing before the music? Like, did you have a day job? Went to school?
I had a few day jobs. I was assistant for my lawyer once.
Would you have a lawyer for?
I mean, I didn't really like get in trouble, but my family was just really good friends with him, and so whenever they would need a lawyer, like for their business, that would be their lawyer, and so he was just like a family friend.
So does it come in handy when you have like with the music stuff?
Kinda. I don't really like. I used my lawyer back home when I like had to go over my contracts for when I was signed and everything. But now that I'm signed, I just use like everyone like Cool and Dre's lawyers.
Yeah, the in-house.
Yeah.
I feel. So when it's like when you're actually making it, do you make like your music at home, or do you come to the studio to actually make it?
I usually come to the studio because I like to have like a big open area and monitors and like get my mouse set up and just chill and be able to take breaks and hang out with people. So I like making music mainly at the studio, but if like an idea pops in my head when I'm home, I'll just open up my laptop.
Yeah. Do you use a piano roll, or do you just do you use like MIDI, or do you just use the keyboards and to plug everything in?
I pretty much just use like the piano roll on FL. I used to like plug in a MIDI, but found that it's not really that necessary because since I've been playing the piano, I know the notes, so I don't really have to like play them.
Yeah, you could just like you just ear it or eye it, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people they don't want to start because they don't have a piano.
Yeah.
I always tell them they don't need a piano to start.
Yeah, I hate when people say like I can't be a producer or DJ or rapper because I don't have like a piano or big studio monitors. Like, you don't really need anything other than like a laptop. Like,
Yeah.
to make like a whole song on a laptop.
I made a song off my phone once, and it like blew up.
There you go.
So, you ready?
When was that one moment you were just like, damn, yo, I can actually make something out of this, like, out of this career and shit?
Probably like when I first came here, because it was just such a crazy thing. Like I was on Facebook. I used to live in Dallas before I came to Miami, and I was just on Facebook, and I've always been like a big fan of Ultra. And so I just went on Facebook and I was like stalking everyone that worked for Ultra. And Damien Pinto was like one of the first, he was the first guy that responded. And so I sent him a remix, and he was like, oh yeah, that's dope. And I was like, I'm trying to like get a manager or something. He's like, oh, we could probably work something out. I like how the music sounds. And then before he even had like a contract written up, I just said screw it, and I just moved here before there's even a contract. But then it all worked out, and so just like someone that's been like the host of such a legendary festival for like 20 years, just liking my music enough to work with me and take a chance, and he's never like managed an artist before, so I'd say that was probably like the moment where I was like, I could maybe do this for real.
So what is it? So basically, your manager right now is the host of Ultra, like the.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 4 managers. It's kind of like a co-management thing. I have Damien, the host of Ultra, and then Cool and Dre, and then their guy Ted. So they all kind of help me out with different things. So.
Nah, yeah. So what was it like DJing at Ultra?
It was really like, it was like a dream come true. Like, I wasn't on the main stage yet, but just to be there and be DJing, like see all the people, like there's so many people that go to Ultra, it's like, it's just crazy.
Did a lot of girls come up to you?
A few, yeah. I think they like some of the stuff.
Were you nervous and stuff? Like, how would you feel, man? Like, that's a big
Yeah,
opportunity you got, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of nervous, but I knew, like, I couldn't screw up.
Yeah.
Because if I screwed up, like, the first time ever going to this festival, like, that's pretty much it. So
Have
I was
you
pretty well prepared, I guess.
have you ever been at 3 Points?
3 points?
Yeah. It's like Baby
it's like
Ultra.
It's like a little festival that goes down like once a year.
Yeah, it's like the precursor to Ultra. It's like, well, not re- they're like doing their own thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's
I
like
think I've heard of it. But
they
I
have
don't
more.
think they don't just like
It's like
do-
it's like a more of a mixture of EDM and rap.
and hip hop and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like more, it sticks more to like I would say the underground type.
I think it's funny because like Rolling Loud is like all rap, and then Ultra is all EDM,
That's
and then
what I was saying.
3
when-
Points is rap and EDM, so it's like a mixture. Like
Yeah.
In the middle.
that's like the wave now. Like,
Like, yeah.
I feel like that when you combine the EDM and hip hop, like, I feel like that's like the best stuff.
No, of course. What do you listen to?
No, go ahead.
What do you listen to?
I mean, I listen to everything. I really like classic rock,
Mm.
like Journey and shit like that. I don't know if I could say.
You could say.
Yeah, bro.
Say all. Say
Whatever
all.
you gotta do, bro.
Say all the bands you have on your iPod right now.
With curse words if you want.
Yeah. Say just say like. I don't know. Like
Journey.
Metallica, fuck, and you know shit like
I
that.
got Metallica. There's a band called Volbeat that I really like.
Is that a Pokemon?
It's like a metal band. But then, so that's like my rock. For DJs, I really like Hardwell,
Mm.
Afrojack.
Have you seen it performing? Well, you were
Yeah,
at
actually,
Ultra.
Hardwell. I was going to college back home in South Dakota,
Mm.
like right after I graduated high school, like the next fall, and like I met a dude there who also liked EDM, and he was like, "Yo, Hardwell's coming to St. Paul, Minnesota, which is like a few hours away from where I was going to college."
Mm.
So it's like, "Oh, cool, let's go." And so I went, and like I saw Hardwell's show. I was just like so blown away. The next day was the day I just dropped out of college right there. I'd only been there for like 3 weeks. I just dropped out and then moved to Dallas for a few months and then ended up here. So it's pretty crazy.
So what advice do you have for anyone like starting out like DJing?
I mean, it sounds like a cliche, but you just gotta work hard. You just gotta put in way more hours, and it's really hard to do like what we do if you have a day job. So to a certain extent, I feel like you have to just really go for it, and then if it goes a year or two and you're still not popping, then maybe give it up. But I feel like you have to really take a chance to make it.
Of course. So anyone you want to shout out?
Shout out Cool and Dre, of course. Nathan McKinnon. It's like my favorite hockey player. Shout out Nathan McKinnon. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. Mom.
So where can they find you at?
You can find me on all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, at Logan Dakota DJ.
For sure. So it's been 6 feet with Logan Dakota, the DJ.
Oh yeah.